Alright, stopping in for an update. It's been a while, not a ton done. We got our blenders out there we need to finish. I think I already showed that. I've kind of started to pipe and belt them together, but they're not done. I ran out of steel beams, and then I went to get those, and that turned into me getting super sidetracked. And I'll show you what I was working on. Got part of this section up to the top belt. See him take off right there. We're gonna have to sacrifice some slugs. Probably don't need to sacrifice all these, but they're getting hammered out to shards. Unfortunately for them. Okay. So I'll show you what I've been working on here. Went to get steel. I'm sick of this railroad being so awkward looking. So I've got a new one started here that I'll tie in. It's just nice, straight ramp. Just looks a lot cleaner, and it'll be a much smoother ride too. And then I built a station there that we're gonna use for sulfur. Should have just flown over there. But yeah, I'm liking this train line a lot better. There's no supports on it yet, but I can add some stuff later. Instead of this wavy wavy thing we have going, this will be a much better smooth straight line. And I think these turns will work here. I'm not sure. I do still need to tie it in up there and down here, but I think we're about ready for that. So we have the back car, freight car holding the aluminum ingots. So this middle one here, we're going to load with sulfur. The train will come in with the ingots on its way down, go around here, load in the sulfur, and then head off down this line to drop it off. We'll still drop the ingots off at the headquarter aluminum station there, and then we need to build tracks out to the fuel station to drop off sulfur. And this is not really super well set up. It's just a big floating platform, so maybe we come back later and clean it up. A couple big long lifts. The sulfur's not even on foundations. We just have a big floating line over nature. Anyway, built a buffer. I triple overclock this. That's 300. That's not quite enough still, and this is already a Mark II miner, as is this. This is 60, so I was just going to get shards because we need to get this up to 82.5. These are 480 belts, so they can handle it. I might even have Mark Vs up there, but 480 is enough. Merge them together. We'll be having 382.5 a minute, which is exactly what the power plant's going to use, so we'll let that load up into the train station. And then I'm just going to need to break off the old one. Swap to this new train line, so I'm not super thrilled about some stuff, but I think overall it looks way better than this dippy up and down roller coaster ride that the other one is. So yeah, we're gonna tie that in here soon. I'll probably go ahead and build out the remainder of the train line from here. Oh, there's the mana ray dipping through, clipping through the roof, which I don't care about anymore. So we'll take that line, we'll extend it out. Probably bring it all the way to the outside of this building on this edge. Oh, I don't know, there's... Let's go look at what we're working with here. And then I don't know if I'll do the train station maybe like right down there or something. Let's see. There's a lot of junk in the way there. Maybe we'll bring it off this corner here. This edge. It's a bit low for that. Well, we are going to need to go down with it too. So maybe we do that where we could even do a less steep ramp. The less steep is probably better. A little better looking. So I don't know. We'll finagle our way around here. Work some tracks into a station that we'll build over there. And then I'll get back to hooking things up, but we're gonna need sulfur anyway, and it's wonky train lines. I'm not too experienced building them, but we'll work on this. So anyway, I'm probably gonna get this sorted out from this end here, and then we'll tie them all together when we're ready on both ends, and then I'll get back to working on the finishing up the power plant. See you later. Alright, stopping back in, I got the sulfur's coming in from the train. I'll show that in a second. Then we got everything piped and belted in. I had this because it was pitch black out here for a while. More or less just, we'll have the belts running down here. The petroleum coke one will be higher up. I have the, it's kind of sealed the doors off, but whatever. I don't plan on coming down here unless there's issues. So we just have the belts moving over with some conveyor walls. And then lifts going up with the splitters put right over the tops of them. And so that'll bring the sulfur to all the spots. And petroleum coke, and then we have these pipes all set in. I think this should work. Once we get it up here, this should be fine. So it's just a matter of how many pumps we may need to get it up here, if more than one or not. So just wanted to show that. And then I redid the floor patterns. I don't know what I'm doing here. This was just kind of a thing. I did make a big space. I don't like the texture fighting up here. So I'm gonna have to fix it, but let's do this real quick. Put in a little door here. Real dark down here, but looks like the sulfur's making it all the way, so that's good. That's the only thing we have in so far. And then I'll show you, I made these little holes for the power tower. Connect to this one. Nothing's plugged in there except that light. We do have the battery bank here. It's coming along. Our other one's 4,000, so we've got about 2,900 here so far, and it's 5,000 total. Just notice this is might look a little better like that. And this cross beam's going that way. Nothing new over here. Let's go downstairs. So there's the train line we made coming in. I still need to clean up some of the bend catwalks. There's a little coral there, so I did a bit of glass. Train comes in this way, makes some pretty sharp, ridiculous turns, but we made them work. Drops the sulfur off here. We got this lift. Carrying it over here. Got stick there. Comes in here, got a smart splitter. This thing is full. Smart splitter goes under right into a sink. Oh my, we got some coupons. I've never bought a trophy before. And yeah, so this train seems to be working well. Delivering the sulfur. So what I have it doing is going from, oh there it is right there. We'll actually just ride it. We'll ride our own. I'll show you what it's doing. So it'll dump Dump some sulfur off there. Just kind of made some tracks right on the ground here. And a little curve and lift here. And then we got the... Still kind of wonky, but it all seems to be working alright. So that's essentially the end of the train circuit, and then it goes all the way back up to the aluminum, and then stops at sulfur on the way back down. And then I still need to delete the old lines, but pretty much from here on out, we have this set, which I'm liking, just kind of a much smoother ride, and it looks better, I think. So trains are fun. Yeah, we're gonna need to delete all this, and then I'll add some support stuff under this one later. So we come all the way up here. That's the sulfur stop on the way back. You can see how curvy and up and down those are. This is a much better ride. I have a little bit of that weirdness going on here still, but that's fine. Comes into aluminum, stocks up on aluminum ingots. Out from there, and put a bottom to the topper there. Heads down with aluminum ingots in the second freight car, and then it comes over here. Loads sulfur in the first one. And that's 2 full cars. We still have too many aluminum ingots, so they're kind of lingering on the train there. As you saw. Yeah, I should delete those old lines. Yeah, it's a test for a little later. So come back down here, drops the aluminum ingots off. We finally set up a sink for the final aluminum products. Seems like we're still back to bundle ingots. Once it drops those, come back down. That is the circuit. Oh, we're gonna lose all the control in that save there. So that's that. Sulfur seems to be feeding well. I actually should check this, but yeah, it's not quite accurate because we're only making 382.5, but also make sure when you're using trains you set these before you start it so it actually works correctly. And that's what we got going on for now. I also did notice I had something wrong on the math, so we're going to be making less power, and which is actually we get to use less generators, which is nice. So that is wrong because I thought it was 4 turbofuel a minute per generator, but it's 4.5. So 170, so about 20 less. Yeah, those blenders make 45 each, so that'll support 10. We got 17 blenders, so 170 generators. So maybe we'll fix this. Kind of glad I noticed before we started saving up parts for getting to that stage. And then those will all be running 100%, which is 150. So this will be 25.5. Okay. There we go. So correct that. We're getting close on this part. I think we this kind of project is can be a bit exhausting. It takes a while. I'm spending a decent number of hours getting stuff together. I also did get distracted with the sulfur sulfur train, but and since we can't turn everything on at once, I may start soon here with just doing like one thing at a time, like the oil extractor, fill up that buffer, run the next set of machines, kind of just stockpile some without running everything all at once. And then my goal would be to try to kind of get everything up here loaded up. Have the petroleum coke container full, probably have like some of these buffers full. There's not much left to do on the blenders. I do need to wire them together in between the beams. And everything underneath should be good now. This is the final exit line. We'll probably make at least one buffer right here before we send it up. So for the I can't even see it there. I was kind of thinking of putting buffers here too. That might be cool. I don't know. So for the final fuel lines, I just essentially have them coming around, turning, merging in with the next, and then the next, and then out through that whole wall hole and into the next room. So, and then that picks up this final line. This one's what the heck? This one's got the extra space because it's got this final one here. Or these don't have one, so. Anyway, get some containers here, buffers. And then it's probably time to build up again. And this won't be too high to cover. It's nice having the train, it kind of adds a nice dimension, a little something going on in the world. And I like that I fixed some of those lines. I'll go delete the others later. But that's where we're at, so there's going to be a ton of stuff to get all these generators. I also should think if I want to maybe make a blueprint. I don't really need one by any means, but it might be nice if I do make one. Even if nothing else, just have the pipe coming off it, but I might make a more elaborate one. What do these cost? Let's see. 5 computers, 10 heavy mod frame, 15 motor, 50 rubber, 50 caterium. Okay. So, these are the kind of numbers we're going to need. That'll be a project I'll work on now, is just kind of stockpiling stuff. Put some containers up. Just have all the parts so I can push through building them quicker. But I'm going to go play around in the blueprint designer, see if we come up with a blueprint for them or not. Problem is when you do that, you always end up using more materials. Extra design flare stuff or whatever it is. So. Alright, we'll catch up with you. Another thing I'm considering is making one more of these double battery stack things I have, so just a good bit of materials. I might do that first. I'd really like to have a nice chunk of power here that I can hopefully just disconnect from the rest of the grid and run off those batteries for a good while to stock up materials. So if we plug this whole thing in, this is definitely shutting down, no doubt about it. No one's charging it pretty decent. Slow but sure, so. We'll see you later. Hopefully I have a start on the next floor for planning out fuel generators. See you then. Hello, stopping in. I made a little blueprint for the fuel generators. The other thing I've been doing, I added some of these buffers here. We've been running the oil. Been kind of cycling through these systems so we're not running everything at once. Put the turbo fuel or the heavy oil residue back on now. I did add a sink for the polymer resin, so it's not stuck trying to feed into here in full. We ran the heavy oil earlier. That's cleared out now. We've been making petroleum coke that looks like it's backed up. Oh, I never plugged the sink in. Okay. I did unplug this line though. Okay, there's there. So this is full. That's going up. So I'm going to build up one more buffer stage of heavy oil residue. Let's see. Yeah, these were pretty full earlier. We cleared a lot out. And then we will turn that off for a bit. Probably build up some water. And then I'll just run these diluted fuel blenders for a while. Build some of that up. Just kind of slowly. My goal is to just try to get everything kind of built up in segments. Yeah, see, these turned orange instead of blue. Well, now they're blue. They're back and forth, though. We're running all these refineries. It's pulling power. So if I were running absolutely everything, it'd be a lot. Yeah, so we're in discharge right now. This giant battery assortment we have hasn't quite filled up all the way. That's going to take a bit at the rate we're producing. Been adding the little kind of trim pieces on here. When I've run the other machines, oh, this is the sink. That's the sulfur sink. Peeking through. When I've run the other machines, we haven't dipped into this, but when I run all these refineries at once, it definitely dips into the power. So we'll let this go for a minute. We'll probably clear out all these. 4 of these, that's a decent bit of oil. So just trying to build this up. Did add some valves in various spots. I don't think there's one here, but some of the spots where things go back down. Is that all I had to show for now? I think so. I've started doing the same corner style over there. And then let's go try to see if I can do one generator. We need to make it a little better moving around here. So we'll keep building these up. I need to do the back corner still. I think we're going to go with this height. Let's see. I also set up a little package turbofuel area that we won't have on all the time, but we can turn on when we need it. That's kind of right there. I'll show that in a second. So yeah, we're going to keep building up the other corners like this. And then we're going to need tons of materials here, so I'm going to try to stockpile everything before we jump in. This is essentially what I did. There's not much. I just put some of these foundations with the patterns on them. Down corner ramp. These are just, there's I think 1 meters in the middle, and then just these down ramps all around. I just think it'll add a nice look to it, especially when there's a whole bunch of them. So I could have done pipe. Coming out and like pre-junctioned. The problem is if I'm going to keep all these things here, it's not going to work for both sides because we need it in the middle. But if I wasn't doing that, that'd be a nice thing to do, is have the pipe coming out with the junction already set. So I think we'll go with this design. I was going to try to build it up more, but I don't really want to waste too much time on materials. I mean, even this alone, I'm going to need 2,700 color cartridges. So my next goal is finish these corners and then try to get all these materials stockpiled. We'll probably try to wait till we get this built up and the next floor laid out, and then set these up on the level above. And then I'll show you my package fuel. Nothing complicated. We have a junction going up and a valve and a floor hole feeding this buffer. So that valve I can just shut off when we're not trying to use this and make sure we have enough. Keep the generators going. So we'll feed fuel into a packager here. And then we'll just bring up plastic. We'll just grab it and dump it in here. This can make... Could do steel if we wanted also. Just steel ingots, that might not be a bad alternative, but... Plastic canisters will go here and then just feed right in. But we won't have this plugged in all the time or running all the time. This will just be when we want to fill up a few for ourselves. I think that's a good setup because with the valve and everything else, we can easily turn it on and off. We'll just process however much plastic we have. Kind of change these to make little boxes here. We did wire in between and across. So we're getting there. I think we should be able to, I haven't even been up here since petroleum coke. Actually I had, we had an issue with this splitter. It wasn't feeding down the line. That looks resolved now, so. So that's kind of where we're at. Slowly building and trying to stockpile. Ideally, I think a valve would be better, like in this spot, but I didn't leave any room for one. I do have some right under here. I went around and put some glass on these so I don't fall through as easily. But yeah, that's sort of what we're doing. We'll keep cycling the machines, keep building up the corners and the new floor level, and then we'll have to make a big project out of all the generators. Once that's done, there'll be a whole bunch of work piping them together too. I think what we'll end up doing is setting all the generators up, and then we'll bring up the Turbofuel after and probably put one of these above all the top of them. Pump everything up to that, and then it can just trickle all down from there. So that's kind of where we're at. A lot going on. Probably calling it for today. This is a giant long project, it seems. It's feeling like, so. Got our train done today, though. That was nice. Redone. Got sulfur. Got some progress here. Stuck in the wall. I did do a little more of the decoration around here. I'll probably try to keep... I don't know if we'll bring that up to the next level or not, but definitely want to at least finish it out all the way around floor 1. And then we'll see how big this is going to be. I mean, these take up a whole pad, and this is a 7x7. So I mean, we could maybe fit 49 on a floor. Let's see what this would look like. Let's do that. Let's put this down while it's locked to blueprint. And we're constantly freezing. I think it'll be something like this. Do like a noodle on that. We're gonna go auto 2D if it looks okay. So something of this nature is kind of what we'll probably do. And apart from a spot where we feed up the fuel, and then maybe one of these buffers, I don't really see what else we'd need up there. So we could probably just fill out the whole grid like this. So 49 be at least 3.5 floors. These will need to be a bit tall too. I didn't account for... We're not going to have these down here, I don't think. But this would be the right height. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7. 7 pillars high, so... Anyway, this is sort of what we'll be making, and it's going to be a lot of work. I was also thinking of including the... well, I don't have any rods. I was thinking of including a power line in the blueprint, but I think I'd rather just plop them all down and then we'll power them all up at once in a separate kind of run, and maybe put a beam across like we have on the other style ones here. So that's what we're doing. I'll see when I'm back the next day or whenever. A little more motivation. Thanks for watching. Catch you when we finish this darn fuel plant. The Turbofuel plant. So, another thing we could look at real quick is the amount of oil here. Yeah, so these have already used about half. What I should do when I'm running these is power in the pump so I can start getting some of that tiny buffer up there, because that's full. Let's check these other two. Full. Let's grab some up here. Don't have any iron rods. Can we hook this in? There we go. That one's not quite full. It's not adjusting at all. Did this break things? This might have broke things. Sometimes these valves cause issues. And we're in business. Should I get rid of this one? I don't think we need one there. I've got one up top. I just don't want it to fall back from downstairs. Okay, that looks like it's flowing now. Here's another spot we could use a better method to climb up, but oh well. Get a little fuel in me. Let's see how this is looking. Fill rate, drain rate. I wonder if it's filling into here or... Oh, it does look like it is. These aren't going into machines yet though, are they? I don't think those will fill until they're powered on. So maybe it's just filling all the pipes. Do you see it moving? How's this looking? Fill, drain, net 3, 400. It's okay, we're filling up here. And then we can oops. We can do some water next and work on getting a little diluted fuel prepped up there. So once we have a buffers up there filled and some down here, I think we'll be good to just turn it off and wait till we're actually set up to start. And then batteries are blue again. I'm hoping these will be enough. These are 4,000 at the other place, so 15,000 megawatt hours here. I'm hoping that'll be enough to just kind of get everything running once we have it already pre-prepped. Those blenders are going to use a lot of power. Might even just say here, let's see. 75 megawatts. So it's 1275 just on the blender 4 up there. Got a couple in there. Got all these refineries, which is like 27 with the water. No, with the water we're at 31. Yeah. So without dialing it in, my best guess would be we're probably gonna be using like 2,000 megawatt hours, maybe a little more. This thing is overclocked. I have it unplugged again. 126, so I guess about 2200, 2250, somewhere in there is probably what we're using for this place. Oh, and I didn't account for water. That one's underclocked. So another 60 or so here. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to have enough power to make the power work. It's only using 20. Drag all these out. I'm sick of seeing that thing full. Need to get the aluminum to catch up. It is getting sunk over there now, so. Okay. Catch you later. Got a lot of work ahead of me. Hopefully it looks like progress since the last time I showed you things, but I can't even tell anymore. I'm ready to get this power thing done and move on to some more factories and stuff. Alright, we'll catch you later. Bye. Well, I didn't get off after all. I'm plopping a bunch of these down. This blueprint, I got containers here, loaded everything up we should need. And then I have the blueprint on the hotkey down here on one. On the, if you press Alt and scroll, you can get the other. I haven't used any other ones yet, so. And boy, does this make it easy to just lay a bunch of these down. The pipe work is going to be a little annoying, wires, but this is nice. And I'll probably put one more there. I think we're going to leave this corner open all the way up. Or maybe we'll alternate between this side and that. We don't need big power towers in here, but I just kind of like to look at the power station. Yeah, it's kind of a fun effect, I feel, so. That's where we're at. We've got the color cartridges we're painting. I had to go find a bunch of flowers. That's nice. They're getting rid of that in 1.0, but. So I think I'll have enough to finish all these out. I've really been counting, so. That's how it's looking though. It's kind of crazy. And I guess we'll build up above this and a little higher because these probably have smoke coming out. This might be a really tall structure, which is not smart. I mean, I could make it wider. The more you pump up, the more energy you're kind of wasting, but I think I'll like the look if we make this really tall. So, there's my check-in. I don't know how much more I'll do tonight, but blueprints for the win. Alright, we'll see you guys. Alright, we're here. This isn't everything running. I've just got the extractors plugged in right now. So we're going to try to load the water up. I pulled the plug on the heavy oil residue. And all three of these big buffers here are full. I think the one upstairs should be full too. If I had the pump hooked up. We could check, but whatever. We're gonna fill this water and then we're gonna run the diluted fuel blenders in here. And let this fill that up. I think I got another one here, and then we got the tiny one upstairs. You really don't need all these buffers, but I like to have them. Let's see, this pump looks like it was plugged in, so it should be up there. I don't know which cord's connecting it. This one. Okay. And then apart from that, we've just been plopping down some more More generators, we're getting there. 170 is quite a few. I'll need to finish out the building later. I'm kind of just building off the corner on the opposite end there. See if this filled up. Yep, full up here, so that's perfect. Guessing these pipes are all filled up. Nice. So I won't put any into the machines unless they're powered on. But that's fine. Pipes are full, this is full. We're just gonna keep cycling through everything, so we're pretty much on the last step. At this moment we have this coming in by train, so that's easily full. We made enough petroleum coke to fill the buffer right there. Have a sink overflow. Heavy oil residue. I wonder if... No, there's a valve here, so this shouldn't drain out. The downstairs will drain out. We'll probably want to refill it again one more time. And make sure we get the fuel up here. And then I'll probably run all these by themselves. Run through all the materials we collected, which won't be a ton, but kind of slowly piece this together. You can see on the right, what do we have? 52 generators left. I may also, depending on once we get the final ones done, might delete kind of a blueprint size hole somewhere here. To send I can send the fuel up anywhere, but I don't know. Maybe nice to have one big giant square where it all kind of keeps going up each level. So we got 49 here, 47 down. We had 74 to go, and I'm down to 52, so we're making progress. And this is the only corner I built up right here, so we'll go back and finish the others later. Instead of climbing, I just take this. Get a little view of things here. So I think we'll probably need one more level after this. So anyway, just stopping by, showing you how the progress is going. Little tip with the blueprints is if you oh, we didn't grab the stuff we needed. When I'm doing them here, it seems like if I try to put one out like on a different area, it's kind of harder, but if it's connected to one of the ones already laid down, it's, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. The way they want to show up and register, so. Or be uncooperative. Anyway, this is a long project. We'll see when we're getting closer. 52 to go now, and piping and a lot of other stuff, so. Just wanted to show you the water running, fill that up, keep cycling through these stages to kind of prep everything so we can at least, oh my gosh, it's always auto-saving when I'm recording. Prep enough so we can run those blenders for a bit, make some turbofuel to at least kind of get things started, so. Alrighty, see ya. Alright, just wanted to show you all real quick how I'm building up the corners. I just did that one. I thought I should have maybe recorded in case anyone wants to make the same sort of look. Using small metal pillar on the outside. For this particular levels, we're going 8 high. We're doing essentially 1 in all the corners of a single foundation. And we'll probably jump up there to make the next part easier. This one's a little awkward because I don't have the corner underneath it. Small frame pillar. Zipping those down. Delete them off. Do one more for the one we were standing on. I'm gonna do the big concrete pillar. Right in the center of these. 8 high for this level. That's most of the work done. We're using the frame foundation. For redoing these, I kind of have to get it like this. There's other ways to do it, but get it like this. I press H, go in, it's matched up. I press R, get vertical. 8 high. Let's use this to get up there again. And I'll show you the last little step. Just because I have the glass frame foundation exterior, so we'll go default. I'm doing one in here. It doesn't look particularly good, but it makes it nice and solid. Then I'll delete this one because I'm doing those on top of the frames, so grab the frame again. And losing frames. Keeps freezing because it's auto saving. Just send those off in both directions. And the glass frame also. So that's pretty much. It's pretty much how we're getting this sort of look. Nice and awkward, missing a couple floors there. So we're getting there. We got 25 left to go. The problem is I'm gonna have to lay some more concrete pads, and I don't know how much extra we've got around. So we've used a ton of concrete making this place. So I'll still fill up the whole floor, but the 25 won't take up too many here. I'll take up exactly 25 of these. It's 7 by 7, so it's 49 though. Anyway. Just really just wanted to show the corner architecture I'm using here, so I'm not looking forward to piping these up if I'm being honest with you, but we'll get there. We'll get it done. Old exploring foundations. That's funny. So you can press P if you didn't know. Take photos and stuff. Scroll in. Alright. I'm probably getting off. I've been on this whole time when I said I was getting off like 2 hours ago, so it's time to get off. We'll see you tomorrow. It'll be a couple seconds. Hello. I wanted to not stop in until everything was done, but I had to figure something out. I was thinking of running one line up there, and we have 765. So that would have been an issue. Still need a better method to get around here. So we're gonna do 2. I'm just gonna have these 3 rows come out here instead of going through the wall there like they were before. These 3 merge and go out. This is 12 blenders and 540, so with the 600 line we'll be alright, and then the rest will go through there. So that's our plan. I got some pumps down here. I made this column, just pillars, alternating colors, make it a little more fun. And then we did these, I made a little blueprint for just ones with the holes in it. That's what we're going to use to send it all the way up. And then, let's see. This is a different day than the last clip, so I don't remember quite where we left off. I did get all the generators done. I got all the corners built out. And this is our last couple of steps here. Gonna put a buffer up here. I'm thinking what we'll do is pump the do we need the it's a little off center. Anyway, Yeah, it kind of deleted all the ones on this corner all the way down too. Put a few extras up top here. Not quite sure what we want here, but something of this nature. I think we'll do this on each floor. I think I'll have it feed out here. And then maybe a line back for overflow. I don't know. And then these buffer containers might be a little tight. Or there's still some of these here. I don't know. So that's something I need to think about. And finish pulling these. Auto save. And then the let's see. Just double check on account, make sure I have the right number still. Did get rid of those containers. We could put one back down here, which I might actually do, because these are it's kind of like an extra one up top. And then I did this corner hole thing, and then we're gonna run power up that way. I thought I was, but I must have deleted something. I think this will work, just to get it up here. And I had started doing a beam on one of these, just to kind of see where the power... Where is that? Is it further down? Oh yeah. So I'm thinking this is a perfect height. And these could just be strung along down here like that, so that's what we're thinking. Yeah, so I got a lot of pipe work to do. Got a good bit of copper sheet and plastic, so I think we can hopefully knock it out without too many trips back and forth. And then I had been running some fuel down there. Actually wonder if we have this one filled up here. The little baby one. Okay, that one's full of fuel. This hasn't dropped off because we have a valve here, but I'm sure the ones down here are emptying out a bit from making the fuel. That one barely, not at all. Okay, we're full of fuel there, that's nice. And then our power, 10,000 charge, that's pretty darn good. Wonder if this fuel is filled up too. Nearly. Guessing that's all we can do. We probably ran out of water again. I did a couple of water cycles. Still have a decent bit of that left. No, I wonder why it stopped. Or is it still producing? It might still be producing. Idle. Maybe this has too much head lift to fill this all the way. That's probably what it is. So that height or whatever in it. Can't go any further without a pump, so that's fine. I think that's plenty of fuel to get us going when we're ready. I'm gonna flip this back off. And then might want to top this off one last time before we get going. I'll probably top the water off here real quick. So pretty much ready on all the buffers filled up somewhat, so we'll probably load the oil up, run these bad boys again for the heavy oil residue. Top this off. Wonder how that one's doing down there. Once everything's kind of topped off, it's got some flowing going through it. Yeah. So, cut this water off here in a second. We'll run the oil extractor. We'll run these. Top those off, cut them off, fill up the oil one more time, and then everything should be super filled up for once we're ready to kick it all on. Yeah, I should cut it there before I start rambling and dragging this out longer. Hopefully we've got a lot of the piping and wiring done when I come back. And I'll check in with you then as soon as this is done freezing. Oh my. Oh yeah, the railways. Oh, I forgot about that. That's nice. Since the railway's power, that counts for the hover pack. Anyway, I wish I'd put a little more active power in here that wasn't working anything. Would have been easier to build if I had been using the hover pack this whole time, but live and learn. So, how's the water? Just about done, so. Anyway, catch up with you later. We'll turn that off, flip that back on, fill these 4, run these, flip them off, fill these one more time, and leave everything off till we're ready to go. Which might be a while considering the amount of freaking piping I'm gonna have to do here, so kind of dreading it. It's all been fun, now it's time for a super monotonous activity. Alrighty, catch you later. Alright, we're back. We're doing some test runs on things. Seems like these sections, I don't get it because the fuel ones are fine, even though they're kind of broken up too, but these heavy oil residue lines here are just a problem. So, that's why you gotta pay attention when you're testing. All the other stuff's coming in except for those. I thought I fixed them all. I missed this row though. So hopefully that'll be the last one needed. Do we fix these? Not the front one. Hopefully that's good. So let's jump up here. Okay, I mean these still have yellow lights. What's going on? You just not have enough of that coming up? I'm not sure what the issue is. Thought this side was good. That's full. Flowing. Hopefully, I think I fixed all these, yeah. Okay, hopefully they're working now. Let's check on them again. Oh. Make that orange. I made these doors and then I blocked them off with all this stuff. So yeah, we're still having issues with that not being enough, so I don't know. I thought I fixed these. I thought these ones would be fine. They're filling back up now. Slowly but surely, so I don't think this one's filling. Hopefully these ones are. So this is our main line with the most coming in. I don't think the pumps are on yet, but we'll work on pumping these up. What else happened? I think that's it. I've just been bored out of my mind getting all the power lines on these and piping for the fuel generators. Oh my god, that was tedious. So these aren't on yet. I'm trying to amass a bit of fuel first. Ideally we want to like, I should probably go through, hook these in and then flip them off. So they can fill with fuel, but it's going to be a pain. So they're all wired, they're just not touched in yet. I did add a nice little decorative bit here. Turbo fuel. Looks kind of awkward, but it's fun. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to have to keep an eye on these blenders. Oh boy. Yeah, that's fun, huh? I don't think I have any fuel on me. That was the last bit of it, probably. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Let's head back over there. Get a good view of the lettering from here. Then I'm debating if I want to put a roof or something on this level. I think we might. Where's that crate? Where did that die? I don't know. Well, that one's stuck. Is that one working? Well, I'll check back in. We'll see if this is actually working. I know we started to make some fuel, but I don't know how efficient it's going. We should probably be running off these batteries right now. So we got some time here to let all this stuff work before we run out of power. Let's see what we're doing here now. I can't see the lights at all. They're all yellow. I wonder if we should turn them off and let this amass a little more. Like, why is it not flowing right now? I'm not sure. So we've got some sort of problems. Ugh, it's always something, huh? I think it's good. And then the autosave. So it's fine there. I wonder if we should just turn them off and let this catch up, maybe. Let's check in here. These all seem full. I think that way this would be filling up quicker. Do we need more pressure? I feel like that's I don't know. Anyway, we'll hopefully be dialed in when we come back and have this all up and running, and then flip the switch on the generators once we've amassed enough turbo fuel here. Let's see how this looks. Wonder if we need another pump or something. I don't know. Also, if I flip these off, will they fill up? I think that's what you need to do. If you unpower them, disconnect them from the lines, they probably won't fill. Anyway, I'll be messing with this stuff until we figure it out, and then hopefully come back with a nice finale of actually get the generators going. Yeah, I'm gonna go turn all these off so we can get the heavy oil to catch up. Get a nice chunk of fuel going. we'll have to, once we get all that sorted, we're gonna have to test these. I put pumps, I think, where they kind of locked in. It didn't show it now, but they kind of give you bumps to add. For the other ones, let's see. Nope, nope. Let me look at the side. 50 meter lift. 20 on the regular, 50 on the MK2. Anyway, we'll see if we can get this working properly and catch you then. Hello again. We are back. The top floor generators all seem full. And we're backed up on the buffer too. So we are all set. We are pretty much ready to get going. I started working on a roof. It's a mess right now, but we'll see if we keep it or not. But I think we're good. I mean, every floor should be completely full. All our buffers are full. The one thing we could do first, which we may do, is see if this tank is filled up. Which it is. I might dump some plastic in here and get some packaged turbo fuel going, and then kind of top this off one more time for some stuff later. So I think we'll do that now. Are we still drawing? Yeah, we're still pulling power. That battery bank's come in handy though. We didn't even have to mess with. I was earlier thinking of doing another separate adding to this fuel. No need though. Our battery banks are doing the job, so nice and dark out. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna make a little packaged turbo fuel first, and then we'll fill this back up, and then we'll just hook it all in. I could do it now. I just don't want to pull away from because we have just the right amount of fuel to feed everything. So I'd like to drain this and fill it back up, and then just seal the valve off under and let the system run normally. Hook in all the rest. So they're actually hooked in. What I need to do is go flip every switch on. It's gonna be a real pain in the butt. It was annoying turning them all off. So I think you can blueprint that. I forgot to do it. Anyway, catch up with you later. See if we should have plastic. Let's check real quick. See if our plastic production is working. Yep. Hasn't even backed up yet, so. Okay, see you later. I'll catch up with you soon. We'll just have a quick recap, and then I think I'll do kind of a final separate little walkthrough tour video and going over everything. That'll hopefully be brief, unlike these hour-long things I've been doing. So, catch up for one last clip here in a moment. Alright, we've just been waiting for the packaged turbo fuel to fill up a bit. Finish this roof. Not sure if I like it or not, we'll see. Looks weird from a distance. Just made this radar tower. We don't need it. It's not showing us anything new, but kind of decorative. We'll see if we keep it or not. It does draw some power. So now I think it's time to go through. This has probably been running long enough. I think what I'll do is, yeah. So I popped some in. Oh man, I forgot how good packaged turbo fuel is versus regular fuel. So just holding it down there. Okay, and then let's see the packaged, the turbo fuel. Holding it down, look at how much rise you get. It does burn kind of quick, but it's hard to describe if you haven't used it, but it just feels so much better than the regular fuel as I go for a swim. Okay, so I wanted to check the current power. See where we're at. We're producing 4,600-ish. Isn't varying too much. Those geothermals, you know, add some variance. But we're gonna flip everything on. Get our max consumption if we have it all running. These are a bunch of stuff here is probably backed up and stopped. But we'd probably be a lot closer up towards this. So. Anyway, I'm going to do the extremely boring task of flipping the switch on all these fuel generators. Getting those on, and we'll see this power increase. We will be making a ton. And then I think I'll come back through and do some more decorating. Make that a separate kind of final video. Kind of want to add a Slug office somewhere. Maybe finish some of this down here. I was thinking to kind of maybe add in like a little... Oh, we're saving. A little archway or something over the train. Continuing a bunch of this stuff up maybe. I don't know. Kind of want to decorate it out some, but we're going to go flip on the switches first. That exciting task. But it's good, everything's filled up. Should be a nice smooth operation, so I'll probably start here, work my way down, and probably pop in real quick to show our new total once everything's running. We'll see you in a moment. Well, we flipped on all floors except the bottom one of generators. And then I'm just, I added a few more containers. I figured we'd just load up on the packaged Turbofuel. We have plenty of power now, and it's recharging those batteries so freaking fast. So here's how it's looking. I was just running around. The Turbofuel's nice. I was grabbing a few slugs I saw and ended up heading out this way. I had quite a few, and I actually got a couple hard drives. I'm not even really looking for any right now. And I got here and I died, so all my stuff's there. And there's a tape there also, so I'm gonna go grab that and we'll wrap up this episode. I'm just gonna go back and check, we'll probably flip on the bottom and then check the power numbers and everything to wrap it up, so see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. We had to use Satisfactory calculator to pull that crate up. It was lost somewhere in there. I was fighting a bunch of those hatchers and just couldn't find it anywhere in there. Got this tape too. And then I just separated these out, so we're gonna pop them in our MAM for the first hard drive's done. I cleared my stuff out so I could separate out the slugs here. See what we got. Not really looking for anything, but that's a good time to get stuff. Instant scrap. Straight from the bauxite. Coal, sulfuric acid, water. Let's go for that. Might be a nice option to have down the line. Pop another one in. Go back and check on things there. Kind of just loading up. Just want the packaged fuel to load up, and then I'll turn the bottom row on and be done with it. Maybe decorate it. I don't know. It's been a big project. I'm ready to be done with it. Load this up. See how full we can get this belt. Oh yeah. We are getting some slugs on the line. Nice. We need to start putting some offices in. Oh yeah, look at that. Slugs galore. Look at a solid line. Oh, because the belts are different speeds, that's why. Stacking them all up. I think I got 5s down here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Wonder if that kind of condenses them when they get off. Head back to the 4s. Yeah, the slug collection's going well. Time to get them to work. I was thinking I might put in, oh, that's bad news. I think we'll put in one to overwatch the generators, and then one to overwatch all the refinement operations down there. Maybe 3, who knows. Alright, well, pretty sure everything's working fine. Let's go look real quick on just a power pole here. See how we're doing. That is a bit less than I thought I had on earlier. So we should go look and see if we have any issues here. It's looking cool. Let's see. That is out. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That's running low. This one's still full. This floor isn't even running. Well, that's the fun of it. More problem solving to do. Figure out that issue. I don't know if I ever told you on the heavy oil residue earlier, I was having issues on the blenders. It looks like we got some yellow lights again. I'm wondering if that's a problem. I'd kind of redone a few pipes and flipped them off and let it build up. Oh, we're just full down here, so it's just not pumping up enough. So, something to look into. I think I have less in this line, but we're gonna have to do some figuring out here. Time for some troubleshooting. This is one thing I don't like to do is pump up. I'm not good at dealing with all this. I don't know. Let's see what we need to do. I might just wrap this up here, and when I come back we'll just have a video showing everything working and check it all out. These ones are off. Yeah, it just seems like it's getting used before it's getting up here, but there should be more than enough. This floor looks like they're all on. Let's go one more. Fill up the fuel. Let's see. I don't know. Try to figure that out. Catch up with it later. Yeah. So there's too much pulling off this one, maybe? Because this one's full. Let's see if that resolves something while I still got you here. Just drag this out a little longer. Oh no. I'm falling. Okay. Is this the one? Let's go up further. So what's connected? This just has the one main pipe. So why is this not good? Fluids can be a little confusing. I mean, they're simple enough, but once you pump stuff up and amounts you have in lines and stuff, I don't know, you can mess things up. As I clearly have done here. These look all on. So that's barely going up there. Here's the next pump. Or if we need another one somewhere else. Oh no, there's one right there. Okay, that's full. It's not full after this because it's dumping into here. Which is just gonna take a lot of I don't know. Alright, troubleshooting time. We'll catch you when this is all done and we work on decorating it out for the final video, and hopefully that one will just be a quicker one. We start making things a little faster. Good to see some long format stuff here and there, but I'm sure you guys don't want to watch long videos all the time. So. Man, the whole floor not working. Okay, see ya. Yeah, let's keep this going for a sec. This hard drive's done. I don't know if we were excited about any of these. Maybe we'll get that. I think we have one more left. I had to come back here. Didn't have any copper sheet. I think I know how to fix this. Not positive though. I'm thinking if we just add a joint pipe section and then pipe in the those two lines I have going over there, I think that'll fix it. So I didn't have any copper sheet yet, so I came back. And let's see, we're gonna do it on this floor down here where it's being made. That thing's nice for those crappy whatevers. Okay. We got this. So we can line that up. We have no more plastic. Okay, we can grab some real quick. We were close to it. One more floor, one more. The train station kind of pops up through that floor a little bit. I had to send this plastic somewhere a little more convenient to grab. But I don't know, I was thinking maybe we'll add a train car and then we'll end up taking it wherever. I think supercomputers are going to need it. I've been avoiding it with the crystal computer and the alternate circuit boards and everything, but probably going to need to start using some. Oh, we had that. We just need this. That'll help load balance, because this one's running dry. So I think if this goes between them, it'll help balance things out. Maybe feed this a little more and then this can catch up. Or just help between the two lines going up, I don't know. I think this one doesn't go that high though. Yeah, it only stops at this one. So maybe that's something else I need to do is, now that they're merged together with the lines, maybe we bring that one up a little higher. Merge it in with this. Keep it going, I don't know. Give this a little time to see how it plays out. That one's filling up. Oh, that one might have already been full. Is this the partial? Yeah, it just gone down. It was like 700 earlier. So, I'll see you probably when that last hard drive's ready. Keep that in the video. And then, well, let's do the boost while autosave kicks in. We should go high. It's always fun. Okay, I really am gonna wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. See you on Slug Inc. When we finally wrap up getting all this working. And get the full amount of power here that we need, so. We'll see you later. I mean it this time. Okay, one last quick bit. The last hard drive is done. I just wanted to show you. We got classic battery, which we haven't started producing them yet, so this is a good alternate. It allows you to just use sulfur directly, and you don't have to make sulfuric acid. And then this might be different, I forget, but we might use this later, so I just wanted to show you me getting it there. I've been finagling with these. I don't know if probably haven't got it resolved yet, but catch you in the next episode.